Good evening, everyone, and welcome to ROM Official here in Singapore. Only 11 drivers here tonight, but hopefully should be a interesting race here in Singapore. So who's going to be first out on track? Looks like the Mercedes. No, Haas is coming out. Whereas FIFA. All piling out now. Short qualifying because of the lack of numbers, but track is slightly improved from last year. I don't actually mind. We're a street circuit. Does require a lot of concentration. Morris Street coming into the tunnel section now. It's about to start his line lap. On the final bend now. DRS open, coming into turn 1 in this short chicane. Now onto the long left-hander on the power and trying to get a good exit there. So he hits the straight nicely. Going up through the gears, 7th. He hit 8th gear, just about at the end of the straight. And now, see, he's got such a low ride height there. Scratching tarmac, sparks flying. Oh, and he taps the wall there, so that'll cost him a couple of tenths. Lucky he didn't damage the car there. But he's going around into the first of the tunnel section on the track. Then into the DRS zone here. You've got a really tricky little braking zone here. So easy to get it wrong, go too deep, but he's take that fairly well. But this is a really tricky part of the circuit, I find, trying to get the braking right. And it's a blind left-hander here. He's got to really commit to it. He's going around the final couple of corners now. So many short chicanes on this track, and going around the final bend now. And it looks as though he's going to set a 138 there. Got greedy there in the Mercedes. He's going around the final few corners. What can he do? Going around the final bend now, and he'll set a 140.2. Law is coming back into the pits. A hard eat on the lap as well. Aki AMG coming up to the line at 38.3. So, yeah, fastest time so far by Blade's office. 6.1. He's been really setting this division on fire lately. That is a full second and a bit faster than ROM BFord. ROM Drassi, who's been stripped of his pole position record last week. Really pushing that Mercedes there. Can he get anywhere near 36.1? Final few corners now. ROM Drassi really pushing the car really hard through those corners. Is he going to get close to 36.1? No, he ain't. 36.9. So 0.8 away from that 36.1. Blades office. What a time that is. Almost into the 35s. See the disparity in this division. Greeny, no disrespect to him, but he's on a time of 1:40.2 compared to Blade's office's 36.1, full 4 seconds down on pace. So I think we definitely do need some slower drivers in this division. Hardy is messed up. Oh, he's coming in actually. Sorry. Thought he was on a lap. Well, Hardy there. 37.4, tenth away from BFord. So we got Ron Lawn still yet to sell up. He messed up his first run, so stay on board with the Austin Mine. It's a beautiful car. Austin Mine. We love the green. Right, we'll stay on board with him for a lap. Switch on to starter then, because he's just started his out lap, so he'll be next in the line. So coming up to a bit of traffic now. The Mercedes there, better get out of the way. A nice toe there. That was Greeny, was it? No, Greeny. Yeah, it was Drazia. A little bit deep there. Good break in, but it's going around this bend now. The DRS zone. Really needs to get time in now. Got purple middle sector. Excuse me. Now Mercedes up ahead, and must be Greeny. Are you trying to get out of the way there? I think Greeny's lost his front wing there. Yeah, he has. So he'll be coming back into the pits. As Lawn comes around the final corner, sets a 38, one goes 5th fastest. So we're still on board with Stato, who is up on his time by 2/10. He's coming into the end of sector 2. And he's 7/10 up now, Stato. So he's definitely finding time in that Alpine. Right, so what would that move him? It would be very close to moving up above Ludlow. Get it right in this final few corners. Just needs to hold it now. Last corner. Pushing everything now. And he does improve by nearly a second, so it moves up to 7th place there from Stato. Jumps James Aki Ludlow. Let's see who is on a lap. Drazi is 2/10 up on his time. He's really pushing hard now to try and beat Blade Office. 2 and a bit more. Now he's going to need to find a lot more than that. He's find at least another 7. Really clip that curb there. Trying to cut, absolutely flew it into that tunnel section. Really pushing the limits of that car once again. He does improve by 6/10, but it's 2/10 away. I think that was literally absolute limit there from Drowsy to try and get pole, but fair dues to him. He was trying so hard there. Maybe lost a couple of tenths in the tunnel section when he hit the curb, but you know, Hardy is a 10th and a bit up on his time. Keep an eye on him. Oh, he's invalidated, so we'll switch to. There's no one on the lap at the moment. Everyone's. Ludlow is also invalidated his time. I think he is going to set himself up for this lap. So he is currently a 10th away, less than a 10th away from well, Ron James and Aki, and only in 2/10 away from Stato. So. And Morris FIFA. No, oh Lord, really? I mean, 4 of them. 1, 6 people all on the low 1 minute 38. So, yeah. If you to separate them. Is Ludlow improving his time? In sector 2 at the moment. So hard to get absolute perfect lap around here. Got to be totally committed. But he has found 2.5 tenths here. Got purple in the middle sector. So it is looking like a decent lap here from Leveler. 2/10 would move him quite far up. Move him into the Moretz Vipa and starter range. He's going around the final bend now. What can he do? Does improve by 4/10, so he moves up to the top of that little group into a 37.9 there. So Moretz Vipa doing. He improves by, oh no, just starting his lap, so he knows now that he's dropped down the plates, so he has to come out here now and his final run. Right, can Blade's office, yeah, improve his time? Get into the 35s. Stay on board with him. Oh, he hits the wall there. You can see he's really pushing now for it. He's a 10th down on his time, so it's still not too bad. Absolutely flying in that McLaren. Right, he's coming. Here's where we're going to find out if he's going to get into the 35s. Next sector split. He's a 10th up on his time. He made 2/10 there from the previous sector, so he needs to find, say, half a tenth of a bit to get into the 35s. This will be an amazing time if we can hold it all together. Final few corners now. What can he do? Can he get into the 35s? Last corner, he really has to send it. And he doesn't quite do it. He's just shy of 300ths of a second shy of getting into the 35s. See, ROM BFord is 2/10 up on his time, which would take him nowhere near Drazi or Blade's office, really. Hardy is the one we want to keep an eye on, because he is a 10th behind ROM BFord. At him there, set a lap late on. Greeny is invalidated his lap. So Aki AMG has invalidated his lap. Andrazi's slightly up on his time. ROM BFord's invalidated his. But Hardy has gone quicker. Rob Lawton, out of nowhere, has put in a time of 37.2. Oh, he's gone a little bit deep there. Drazi trying to improve his time. Around the final few bends. While James is giving up on his time. Drazi comes around the final bend. Can he improve his time? Does by a 10, but it's not enough. It is a pole position once again for Blade's office, very close though between the top two. And Hardy came out of nowhere with a 36.5, really smashed one in at the end. And Lorne also doing ROM BFord. So that's a bit of a shock for ROM BFord. Starting 5th. Well, there you have it. Leads office by a 1/10 and a half, nearly 2/10 from Ron Drowsy. Ron Drowsy kept improving his times, but then Blades Office came up with an improvement to his time. I don't know whether, even if he'd done it, he didn't beat his original time. But yeah, so close to getting to the 35, so that is amazing. O'Hardy, Rom Lord, Rom BFord, Atom, Ludlow, Morris Beeper, Stato, Rom James, Aki, Greeny are your order. And we're underway. Looks like ROM BFord got a brilliant start and has moved up into P1 already, and the Hardy's also moved up into P2. I'm trying to eat a biscuit. And what a start there from ROM BFord. I know Hardy. It looks like ROM BFord is getting the move done on Blaze. He's had a horrific start from pole position. He's done a P4 already on a track that is not easy to overtake on. Oh, contact there between the Alpine and Atom. Just outbraked himself into the corner. So he's in a bit of an Alpine sandwich there at the moment. Move on to the leaders. ROM BFord on the hard tyre from ROM BFord, who's on the mediums. He's got past the Hardy and all that. We're looking at the action further down the field. Hardy just about keeping in contact with ROM BFord. ROM BFord's made up 2 places from the start, and Lawn just about holding on to the top 3. Or just to say, but I think Blade's obvious. He wants to win here today. You have to think of something. He's definitely got the pace. Just had a shocking start. Oh, around goes ROM BFord. Disaster few races he's been having lately, and it continues with a spin there. And he's down in 11th place, and really it's got a mountain to climb now. An absolute mountain. That's a big shock, and he's on the medium tyre, so that won't help him because of using the alternate strategy. So he's got a heap of cars now to try and overtake. Couldn't be seeing ROM BFord's first win of the season. He's absolutely flying out in front, and Hardy smashes in the fastest lap along with BFord there, and so Hardy not giving up on this race. Surprised Blades didn't follow him up with the fastest lap there, because he's right behind Hardy. Lawn just about falling out of the 1 second window now, so very fast paced out in front at the moment. He's stat out there in a pretty good 5th place. He's holding off Atom at the moment, but I think Atom's going to make the move on the outside there, just as I say that. Atom, pretty pacey driver. Yeah, has up and down races really. chasing after his teammate now, Ron Lawn. What happened to Ron James? He's massively behind. I mean, a lap down? What do you want to say on that? Must have had some kind of a screeny making the move on Maurice Sleeper. Nice move there from Greeny. Take the points. 10th place. You see ROM BFord making the move there on Aki. Up into 9th place. Ludlow all over the back of Stato now. Really putting Stato under pressure. Stato just needs to try and hold on until the pit window. Surprised that Stato hasn't got more pace on those medium tyres, but it looks like he's setting him up for the move now. He's going to go late on the brakes and gets the move done. And he'll charge forward now after Atom, who's made a bit of a gap there of about 2 seconds. So we're on with the leaders now again. They're really charging away from Ron Lawn now. Lawn just couldn't keep the pace of the top three. And he's got his teammate almost for company now. I wonder if there'd be like team orders in the team. Who's fastest? Of course, Lawn qualified very well. But this top three are controlling this race at the moment. I think Ron Drazi is controlling the pace out in front, and really kind of keeping Hardy at arm's length. Blade's office just sitting there waiting for the top two to try and make a mistake, because like I say, it is, somebody is on similar pace to you. It is very hard to overtake on this track. Now we've got some action now between the two Austin Martins, as Atom now is right on the gearbox of Lawn now. Lawn knows his teammate is the fastest at the moment. Will he let him through so that he can go after the top guys? Closest action at the moment. His teammates letting him through. Yep. He's going. Got the team there, Lawn. Trying to get his teammate, drag him along maybe in the DRS. At the back, setting the fastest lap of the race. So he has got pace in that Ferrari. It's a shame that he's so far behind. pace though. Mariz Seefer's pace at the moment. He's suffering from wing damage or something. He's Greeny there in 10th place. He's putting consistent laps there, keeping ahead of him. We have Aki AMG. He's coming up to the back of Stato now, who's been falling down the field. Stato slowly. We're not liking this track so much. ROM BFord is on a charge through this field. He is absolutely gone from 11 to 6 now. Right on the back of Lawn. But Atom now, who is ahead of his teammate, is not making inroads into, you see, ROM BFord pretty easily get past Lawn. Lawn just basically gave it to him there, which I don't like to see. I've seen them fighting, not and in pole positions for faster driver, but there we are. Right, Aki now, almost in the 1 second window to Stato. And he must be thinking about the move now. Stato's tyres maybe started to creep off now. It's on the medium tyre. Greeny there, also on the medium tyre, 3.7 seconds down on that little pairing. Moraes FIFA not having the best of races today. See, I think it was Ludlow going wide. But no, he got the move done on Lawn. Lawn's pace has been, I mean, throughout the whole of this race, he had an amazing qualifying. And since then, he's absolutely fallen down the field. Back with the leaders, who we haven't been watching a lot lately. See action a bit more down here. I think this is going to be a lot harder to get past. Atom won't give up the pace easy. Yeah. Holding a defensive line. Stato picks up a 3-second time penalty. But this could be the move here. Squeezing him. See, he didn't give it up easy. So, coming on it. See what I mean? He's definitely not making it easy for ROM BFord. Still going through. It's like, I'm not giving this position away for free. You want it, you've got to come and get it. But, like you say, Atom, these two fighting. Is he going to get him on the cut back again? He made sure he gave him the corner so that he could come back at him again, get the better exit, and retake the position of ROM BFord. And ROM BFord's getting frustrated there, you see. Bit of touch of oversteer. Right. He's literally in Adam's car at the moment, ROM BFord. He's setting him up for the move here, right in the slipstream with a DRS open and still can't get past. But this could be the straight where you can get it done. If he is so close here, he does get a bit of touch of a dirty air there, but he's going to set it up this time and should be able to get the move done. Atom will be burning his ERS as ROM BFord goes late on the brakes and gets the move done finally. And although Atom won't give it up because he's on a different strategy. I mean, he's on the hard tyre compared to ROM BFord on a medium, so he will be going on to the mediums later, so he will be able to come back at ROM BFord. ROM BFord's in a tricky situation where he is going to be one of the few drivers coming out on the hards later. But yeah, Randall Ledlow got past on the lawn. Aki's got past Stato now. He's fallen behind quite a bit to him. Morris FIFA has recovered. Oh no, he hasn't pitted yet, is he? James has overtaken Green. What's under Green? He has pitted, but to be that far behind, something happened to him. These timing things, right? Now, ROM BFord, it's got a big gap to close of 12 seconds to the top three. Top three have not changed for the whole of this race. Could anyone be thinking of taking an early pit stop possibly? Try and get the undercut done. I mean, coming out on a fresh medium tyre. I mean, if I was Blade's office, I'd be the one to pit first. I mean, you're looking at probably, what did they pit on? Lap 17, is it? With 14 laps to go. Or 18. That's the way you got to look at it. I mean, if I was in my pit like lap 17, come out absolutely putting a storming lap. It's got like a 94% ERS. sitting there in P3. He's just waiting for the top two to make a mistake, which they haven't done so far. Fair dues to Drassi, he's kept those two behind him throughout the whole of this 11 laps so far, 12 laps now. Switch back to who is under pressure from Ludlow now. So Ludlow really finding some good race pace in this race, Ludlow. Oh, Greeny is not in the game. For some reason. Oh no, he's getting a lap. That way he's ghosting. Bit of a quiet race from Ron James from a couple of weeks ago. He was overtaking everyone and everyone. Along Maurice FIFA. Maurice FIFA in 10th place there, holding on for the last point. He's got Stato up ahead of him. He is slowly, about keeping pace with him. He is on the alternate strategy to Stato. This be the key thing now, where the medium runners pit. We'll get an idea then of the top three when they're going to pit with the mass. Ludlow is stayed behind Adam for so many laps now. Just thinking in that car, I just want this car in front of me out of the way. Coming up to the lap car, it's always a nightmare when they're ghosting through you. Especially on a street circuit. Keep your concentration. Well, ROM BFord's not catching the leaders. He must be struggling on those medium tyres now. Even with DRS, it's so hard to get the move done. Atom's pace though has dropped off since he overtook his teammate. Not being able to get after the leaders. Open a wedge. Still top 3 remains the top 3. No change. Now, will they be thinking of the undercut here? The medium tyre. 16 laps on a medium tyre. Is it possible? None of them put in. The trouble with Blades has got, he is faster than the top 2. Razzie, by keeping O'Hardy close to him, is giving O'Hardy DRS every single time. So when Blades even thinks about trying to get the move done on O'Hardy, he's got that to contend with. I mean, look at that, he's got 90 full ERS, he's not even using ERS, sitting behind us. So you've got to imagine that he is definitely got the pace on these two guys if he could just get past. But at the moment, that's why he has to be the one to pit early. Sure, O'Hardy had a bit of a mistake there. It could be an opportunity, but no, he recovers. Once again, gets a DRS assistance. I mean, for all we know, Grazi could be playing this tactically, but not going off into the distance. Keeping O'Hardy as a blocker for Blades. Forlorn. Bledsoe has pitted early. Get the undercut on Atom. So that'll be key now. He's got a nice little 3.8 gap to charge into. So yeah, pitted fairly early on those hards. You must be thinking, I'm not going to stay behind this guy for the rest of this race. Atom now staying out despite that. And Blades has chosen to pit early. So gonna come out just behind Lawn. That's it in the problem. See, he's gonna come out behind. He's gonna get the jump on the top 2. But he's gonna have to make a move. Look at him firing up his ERS. Knows that this is the key point in this race if he's going to get the move done. Top 2 now. They know that they have to pit next lap. If they don't, it could be risking the undercut here. But the problem, like I said, if Lawn wasn't there, he has to get this move done. Here, Blades, if he wants to win this race, has to get this move done. Setting it up. And right on the gearbox of there, Austin Martin flies past him on the medium tyre, fresh tyres. That's not going to be the key thing now. And he goes purple middle sector. He's flying around this lap now. And into the pits comes Ron Drazzi. O'Hardy stays out. That'd be a key thing too. Got Atom up ahead of him, but Atom still staying out. He's still got a bit of open track here to pile into. This could be the key thing here. Now, can he get out ahead of Rom Drazzi? He does get out ahead of him. The undercut worked. Drazzi will be absolutely fuming. That means he's going to get the undercut on O'Hardy as well. I was saying earlier that he had to pit early if he wanted to get this move done, but he's got a bit of a blocker here. Unless he makes the move, he's going for the move. He does get the move done. So that has left a nice big 6-second gap now for him to charge into to get undercut on O'Hardy. ROM BFord now. He is still on those 17 lap old mediums. So a Hardy now, he's 2/10 up on his time. He is really flying around this track now because he knows that he's going to end up behind Drazzy, and Drazzy's being held up by Atom. It's a disaster for the Mercedes driver. Could he come out behind a Hardy as a Hardy decides to pit? Gets into the pits. Can he get out in front of he may not, he definitely won't get out in front of Blades, I doubt it, but he could get out ahead of Drazzy. He's into the pits now. Where's Drazzy? Drazzy's coming around the final corner. He's still stuck behind that Austin Martin. I think he's gonna get it. Oh, Hardy, he's coming around. Does get it. As Drazzy gets the move done on Atom. But look at that. That has worked out terrible for Drazzy. He's come out behind the two guys who were behind him, despite pitting early. Then Hardy got held up. Blades literally got the moves done they had to do. And pitting that one lap earlier than Drazzy helped him, and Hardy staying out for that one extra lap helped him. So now it's all to do for Drazzy if he wants to win this race. He's got to get past Hardy and charge after Blade. I think Blade has got, look at the gap he's got on Hardy, a 4-5 second gap already. Shows the pace that he had in that McLaren. He's right behind ROM BFord. ROM BFord is the blocker now. You won't worry about that. He knows ROM BFord's got a pit. In fact, he'll probably sail past him on the next straight. Championship contender. He really is a championship contender now for ROM BFord. BFord trying to hold on, but he's on much older tyres, and look at the pace difference on the fresh tyres. Just sails past him. Nothing that ROM BFord could do. The bad thing for ROM BFord is that he's going to come out on the hard tyre. Rob Drazzy now, he has to sit behind the car now. He's had open track ahead of him for the whole of this race, and now it's his turn to sit behind the car. Switch back as Stato gets yet another penalty. And Ron James Greeny there at the back. Greeny in 11th place. Sorry, 12th place. Going along nicely. If not in the points today. Ron James pits for medium tyre. Whereas FIFA hold on to 10th Stato Aki NG as Drazzy has had a spin or something because he's fallen behind ROM BFord. Lets him through. So yeah, but Hardy is catching Blades. Down to 3.6 seconds now. So top three. It's Ludlow. comes out ahead of Lawn and Atom, the two Austin Martins. Decided to pit early. That will compromise him later on, but he has got track position now. The Hardy is slowly catching up to Blades. I think Blades burnt a lot of ERS to get ahead. He's probably saving ERS at the moment. Hardy is only down to 11% now. I mean, Blades had 100% ERS at one stage. Razzy's got the most at the moment. Look at that, flashing red. He's down on the ERS. He sees Blades right up ahead. 3 point. He has got 2 lap pressure tyres over Blades, so yeah, a little bit of a thing at the very end of the race. You never know. It's what he had to do with the Blades. He had to pit early. Didn't want to sit behind them for the rest of the race. On a track that is very hard to overtake on. These guys, like I say, who are on similar pace. Look how hard it is for Drazzy to try and get past the Hardy. ROM BFord comes in for a set of softs. Bit of a shock that one, but going for the fastest lap, possibly. He is a master at taking tyres further than they normally go. So he probably was thinking about and gets past the lawn. Going after Ludlow now. He pitted that way early. 5 lap older tyres. Tried to do it to get track position. I think it's not paid off too well for him, because he seems to be struggling now for pace on those medium tyres. Fresh tyres seem to be the key thing here, because it looks like trying to get track position has not helped him there. Three of these fighting tooth and nail now for 5th, 6th, and 7th. So, out in front, we have Blade's office, who ROM BFord does set the fastest lap of the race. Understandable with the fresh softs, and he is maintaining that gap around about 3 seconds. But like I said, will that bit in early affect him? He knows that the bottom two behind him are fighting hard. So the yellow flag sector 3, it looks like it's Morez FIFA spun. I can open the door to Ron James. He's got a damaged front wing. So Ron James could catch up a little bit, yeah. And possibly sneak a point. Around the final bend, will he get out ahead of him? That's the question. I don't think he will. Will he? Be close. Just about gets ahead of. Yeah, he moves up to 10th place there. Because of the damaged front wing, he had to get a wing change. That cost him a heap of time. 36 seconds. Let's open the door for Ron James. Morris FIFA will be absolutely screaming in the Haas garage later on if he doesn't get that point. Well, Greeny in 12th place, still going around, hoping that the guys in front will hopefully drop it somehow. With 6 laps to go, could happen on a track like this. So you always want to be in the race. Take advantage of it. Yellow flag, sector 1, it's contact between, I think, Adam's gone off somehow. He's lost positions there, his teammate. So I don't know whether it was contact between the Austin Martins or the Alpha Tauri. He was behind the Alpha Tauri, I can't see his teammate. Would have done it. Could just span himself, really. So on board with the leaders, and gap's down to 2.6 now. So his blades struggling for tyre wear now. Gap is falling. Hardy is pushing so hard in that Alfa Romeo now. Trying to get this race victory here today. And he's almost getting out of that 1 second window of Drowsy. This will be 3 wins in a row for Blade's office if he can hold on for the last 4 laps here in Singapore. He really will be cementing his championship challenge to ROM BFord, who could only manage 4th here today by the looks of it. Once again, off the podium. He's not had the best few races lately. Right, Prix, it has DNF somewhere. Sector 1, it may be retired in the pits, I don't know. I don't know. But it's down to 2 seconds now. Gap. You can actually see Blades now through the corners. Blades now. Could he be struggling on those tyres? Absolutely using all of his ERS there. Oh, he's only on 10% though, that's the only thing he can't really attack too much. Drazzy is having a moment there. He's really dropped off of O'Hardy. Hit the wall once there. Right, coming around to lap 29. 3 laps to go. And Drazzy is falling off as O'Hardy is closing in. He's almost in the 1 second gap to Blades. Blades is pushing hard to try and get this victory. Any of them gets a penalty now, it could really throw the cat amongst the pigeons. So look at that, and his teammate there trying to get after this AlphaTauri, but they haven't got past him yet. As O'Hardy closing in on the leader here with 2 laps to go after this one. Down to 1.5 now. Almost creep into that 1 second window now. You could try and make a move later on. Will Blades be unsighted by the could get DRS assistance off of the car in front now. That could help him. Down to 1.2. 2 laps to go. Is he going to get into the 1 second barrier? Almost does it. There. You see Ron Drazzy pitting. He's going to go for the fastest lap here. Got a big enough gap from ROM BFord. He'll stay on board. It's going to be the last lap where he'll get a 1 second gap down to. It's absolutely flying on the Alfa Romeo now. But getting into that 1 second window and getting the move done is another whole story. He flies past the lap car there at Stato. just about outside of the 1 second window here. Throwing it into the corner there. In the 1 second barrier there, but didn't get the DRS. This was a couple of laps earlier, and then we would have probably had a race. I think Blades just about cover this, unless there's a massive tyre drop off from Blades. See, he's flying through these corners. He's under the 1 second window now. He will get DRS if he can hold it there. Using his DRS just to make sure he gets a DRS. Right, it's now or never on the last lap for O'Hardy. Gonna set him up here. This could be an amazing end to this race. I think he have to get a perfect exit here. He's using everything now. It's not enough. He's flashing like hell out in front of the DRS plates. They both are. I'm going to stay on the board this to the end, I'm afraid. You see, nowhere really to make the moves. I mean, it's so hard. I mean, there's a straight here will be his last chance saloon, really. And Hardy spun on the last lap. Oh, Hardy spins. I think he's got a big enough gap to Drazzy to hold on to P2, but it was looking like he was going to try and make the move on this straight, and he spins on the last lap. He's going to hold on to P2, but because of Drazzy pitting, I mean, Drazzy must be thinking now, I've lost P2 yet. That's why, you know, you never pit when you're in a chance of getting higher position. Well, there you see it. Blades Office here wins the Singapore Grand Prix. In the end, he had to fight for it this time. You know, all the way to the end there from O'Hardy, who comes home in second place. Ron Drazzy will come home in third, probably with the fastest lap as well. So yeah, ROM BFord took those tyres all the way. Ron Drazzy comes home with the fastest lap of the race on the last lap. ROM BFord will come home in fourth. Atom will jump. Ledlow, what happened to Ledlow? We did have to switch off, so he's had a moment somewhere. There's two Austin Martins come home side by side there. Atom gets fifth, Ledlow sixth. So Ledlow moves up above the lawn because the penalty is. Aki will come home with a quiet race for Aki, really. Home in eighth. Congratulations to Blades Office on his victory here today. as we invite him to the party. And O'Hardy Owen in second place, Strazzy third, ROM BFord fourth, Atom, Ludlow, Lawn, Aki AMG, Stato, Ron James, Morris, FIFA, Greeny. So we wait for everyone to join the party, and we'll just put a message in Discord quick. Right, just got to wait for those two. We have Blades in the party already. I mean, 3 wins in a row. No, for you?
Yeah. Yeah,
You
feels
ticked the box.
good. Yeah, I did. So my audio is included.
That's a very well. You had to fight for this one for a change.
Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, O'Hardy spun on the last lap. It would have been setting up for a hell of a finish if he'd not spun there. But yeah, I mean, you definitely have to fight for this. I mean, I said in the commentary that one of you guys had to pit early, O'Hardy or Blade, to try and get the undercut, and you chose to do that. But tell us about your race and how it went for you.
Yeah, it was a tough race. Obviously, had a pretty awful start, which is something that I'm terrible at starts, so I'm sure it won't be the first time, and or won't be the only time. And yeah, I just kind of stayed behind the other two in the first and didn't really use any ERS. And obviously, I decided to pit early because I knew there was no way I was going to overtake either of them on track. So yeah, I took the gamble and hoped the tyres wouldn't be too bad at the end. And yeah, it worked out. It was a bit scary at the end because yeah, Hardy was very, very quick, catching me very quickly. So I think had he not spun, it could have. If he made a send in the last DRS zone, he could have had me. But yeah, but overall, very very enjoyable race. Quite strategic, even though there wasn't too much on track battling. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So
Yeah, I mean, like I say, that's 3 wins in a row for you, and uh, you can't complain really. I mean, you're definitely turning this championship on its head now with you and ROM BFord, and but yeah, congratulations today on your victory, and you move on to the next race, and hopefully you can continue your run, maybe.
yeah, thank you very much. I'll try my best. So.
We'll move on to O'Hardy in P2. Almost got there in the end, but unfortunately you had that spin on the very last lap. Did you believe you could get the move done late on, or was it just a little bit too far away?
Well, I was a bit surprised at how early Blaze hit, to be honest. 'Cause I think it was like 15 or something. Doing like pretty much half the race on the mediums. I knew he would die off towards the end. But I was really just trying to bag the P2 because Blaze, like, I was 5 tenths off in quali. Like, his pace is just ridiculous anyway. So I'm not surprised that he won. I was happy that I saw BFord spun it in like lap 2 or something. That made me chuckle as I drove past him. Connor got him there, but quite a boring race. I know Blaze said it was quite exciting with the strategy and whatnot, but I was just hunting down Blaze, kept on watching the Delta. I think a blue flag car gave him a bit of DRS on one of the straights, which wasn't fun. I saw the Delta go from 1.1 to like 1.7 or something. But yeah, I just gave it my all, and then as soon as I got into dirty air, car just spun. I got no damage or whatever. It was. I don't think I would have got him anyway in the DRS straight because it's such a short DRS straight. I would have had to lunge, and I probably wouldn't have done that anyway because it probably would have binned us both out, to be honest. And I'm just doing this for a bit of fun, and yeah, just GG Blaze.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it is a very hard track to overtake on if you're all very similar on pace. You know, the top three today, you know, I mean, Blaze was, you know, if he'd had open track, probably he would have pulled away, but you're very much on similar pace, you know, so it's very hard to get the move done. I mean, Drazi, obviously, I mean, it worked out sort of alright for you because you pitted later and Draz pitted earlier and then got blocked.
Yeah, I kept an eye on that. I was always going to do the overcut because I wanted to hunt down towards the end, but I think 2 laps was just too much on the fresh mediums for Blades because I don't think he got held up by much traffic. I think it might have been BFord, but he was on like 19 lap old medium, so he was.
I think Blades had to make 2 overtakes actually to try and
just too fast.
Get the gaps that he needed. I mean, he came out I think about 3.5 seconds behind one guy, closed that down within the space of a lap, well, half a lap, and then he had to get past another car then to keep that momentum going so he could get the undercut on yourself and Drazi. But Drazi, I mean, you would have thought he would have got the undercut down, but he unfortunately got stuck behind Atom, I think.
Yeah.
That kind of messed him up, really. But yeah, you got P2 today, so you've got to be happy with that, Hardy, and you move on to the next race now. Hopefully you can challenge Blades there.
I might spin him out.
Yeah, I think that's the only way you're going to stop him. Yep. Well, we move on to Drazi now. P3 for you today. You started in P2. Obviously, you'd be happy with a podium, but I mean, it was an interesting battle at the front. You got caught out on the undercut. Tell us about your race.
Yeah, start was good.
I can't hear you, mate.
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes.
Barely
Can anybody
you.
hear me?
I can hear you.
I think it's something on your end, Orphan.
Can you hear him?
Yeah, they can all hear me.
Hello?
Yes.
Oh, there we are.
Okay. Yeah, the start was really good. Got Blade on the start. Then was just trying to stay ahead because I knew it was gonna be difficult to overtake on track. And then Blade pit early, so obviously I had to pit the next lap to cover him. But then Adam, I don't know, Adam just decided to battle me for some strange reason. Meanwhile, Blaze just flew past him the lap before, but he decides to fight me. But anyway, it made me lose like 4 to 5 seconds, which made Hardy jump me as well outside of the pits. But yeah, just went for the fastest lap at the end, so at least that's 1 extra point. But I definitely think I could have challenged Blade if I didn't lose the time behind Atom.
Because it was interesting qualifying as well. Because first of all, Blades put an absolutely unbelievable lap down, which I thought, and then you kept coming out and getting closer and closer and closer to it, and then Blades improved again. Almost got into the 35s. I was literally thinking, is he going to get into the 35s yet? And missed out by half a tenth, I think it was, something like that. Amazing qualifying between the two of you. I mean, you've been going for the poles for this season, and I think you've got a new rival now that's taking them forward from you.
Yeah, I was 2 tenths up on my last run, but I messed up the tunnel bit.
Yeah, I did see that actually. You hit the curb. You hit the curb.
Yeah, a bit too much. So I might have gotten pole, but we'll never know.
Because I said in the commentary, I said, he's hit the curve there. He's probably lost a couple of tenths there.
Yeah, I definitely lost some time. But GG's on Blade's side and Hardy as well.
Yeah, the three of you pretty much dominated the race. From the rest, I'd say ROM BFord would have probably been up there, but for his spin. But yeah, it's been a, like I say, that's your Singapore Grand Prix. Congratulations to the top three, and Blades for getting his third win in a row, which is setting up this championship nicely now between him and ROM BFord, who's had a bit of a poor one today, fourth. So I don't know how that leads the championship standings, but I know he could be leading now, I think. So, well, anyway, thank you very much for everyone who's going to be tuning in later. Good night.